We have some big news coming in across the ocean. Premier League, Waterford, they are now going to have Dogecoin on their sleeves as more and more companies start to realize the marketing potential with Doge. They can use it for free, they can put it on anything they want and get a massive increase in publicity from it. But the biggest increase that we could possibly see when it comes to the Dogecoin price from a company will of course be from what Elon Musk is doing. Technically, you could argue maybe Amazon or Apple or Microsoft could cause a bigger jump, but it's hard to picture anything more exciting than Tesla and Elon Musk's other companies accepting Doge. But luckily, we have a very good piece of news here that I think is basically as close as we can possibly get to clear proof, maybe not quite proof, but clear evidence that Elon Musk is almost certainly going to be accepting Dogecoin for his companies. Take a look at this tweet right here coming in from Elon Musk. As you may or may not know, you probably do if you've been keeping up, Mark Cuban said recently, and when I say recently, I mean yesterday, he said that what we're going to see with Dogecoin specifically is that more and more people will start realizing that it can be used as an actual currency. He even went as far as to say it's the strongest cryptocurrency, specifically referencing the community. Then Elon Musk just commented today underneath that, and he said, I've been saying this for a while. So Elon Musk continuing to not only support Dogecoin, but also understand that it is actually the best currency. So if it is the best currency out there, then that means he's almost certainly going to allow his companies to accept it. I believe the main reason we have not seen Tesla accepting it yet is for this exact reason right here. I'll go ahead and show you. So right now, Elon Musk owns approximately 22% or so of Tesla. It's 22.4%. He continues to get stock options, so his control over the company is continuing to grow. But even with that, I still think it'll eventually happen. Elon Musk just has to pull a few extra strings in order to get that done. I don't think he has fully that ability yet within the company. But here's another thing to keep in mind. Because he owns 22.5%, and Tesla actually has to have more than 2/3 of the people in the company who are the stakeholders to approve something for it to actually happen, then that requires 89.5% of all of the outside shares to all have to agree together in order for them to counter something that Elon Musk disagrees with. So he still has major sway in the company. And if one person wants to do one thing, well, Elon could say, hey, let's accept Dogecoin, and then in exchange for that, we'll do that one thing that you want to do as well. So basically, we're getting confirmation Elon Musk Dogecoin acceptance, but it's not just that. Here is some more juicy stats and details about Elon Musk's other company. Right now, he owns approximately somewhere in the neighborhood of 54% of SpaceX, which is a company that brings in approximately $2 billion a year. And not only does he own 54%, his voting power is worth approximately 78%. So he can easily make it so that his company SpaceX is going to be accepting Dogecoin for rides going up into space, for space missions. We've already seen with the Doge 1 satellites, SpaceX is going to be accepting Dogecoin for that. But I believe they're going to open that up more to the customers who are trying to go to different places using the rockets. They have plans for shuttles of sorts where it'll land, it'll shoot up and then land back down, and it'll transport people all across the world with extreme speed. So that is going to be most likely Dogecoin accepted business. Then also, it's not just that. We also have him owning somewhere in the neighborhood of 90% of Neuralink, which could be a game changer in terms of the brain potential that it has, you can actually get Neuralink and then have the ability to memorize things way faster. You can get Neuralink and have the ability to walk if you're paralyzed. So that could be one of the biggest companies we've ever seen in the history of the planet. It could even pass some of the big tech companies now. He owns 90% of that. And so with that, easily, the Dogecoin acceptance with Neuralink alone is likely going to send Dogecoin past $1 within the next 10 years here alone. All of this stuff that's coming is going to be really big, and it will send it above $1 if we actually see Neuralink reaching its full potential of what it's capable of, which is no guarantees that will happen. But with all of these companies together, and Elon Musk saying right now he believes it's the best currency, and also him continuing to participate with the Dogecoin devs to make it even better, that is where we're really going to see the real value there. He also owns 80% of the Boring Company, which means you may be able to pay one day with Dogecoin to ride in a tunnel under the city. So all of that is such a big positive sign. Maybe you didn't know some of those stats in terms of what percentage he owns, but now you know them. Now you are better educated. So shout out to Elon and Mark Cuban as well, both of them doing some incredible things. But I think really where the real amazingness would be is if we can see Elon Musk and Mark Cuban teaming up to make some cool things happen. Right now, maybe they both want the spotlight a little bit. They want to be the Dogecoin MVP. Who's going to win? Well, I would prefer if we just all work together. But at the same time, I think it's kind of fun because think about this. Elon Musk likes to win. He wants to beat Jeff Bezos. He has fun with that competition. I feel like there's some similar things happening with Elon Musk and Mark Cuban. Elon Musk wants to be the Dogecoin MVP right now, and Mark Cuban, perhaps he does too. Maybe there's some fun, friendly competition there that will make both of them way more likely to actually push things forward because they want to be the best when it comes to that. It could work in our favor, actually, some competition there, as long as it's friendly. And of course, I think it is. I don't think there's any hard feelings there between those two billionaires. But there could be that we don't know about. I just don't think so. A bunch of MIT students got $100 of free Bitcoin in 2014. Some got rich, some wasted it on sushi. There's a picture right there. Basically, there were over 3,000 people who were in MIT in some of the programs there. 70% of them decided to accept the $100 BTC gift that was being offered to them. It actually went up even more in value before it got paid out. And now each of those Bitcoins, which were then worth under $500, are now worth over $40,000, getting up to that $47,000 area right now. And so a lot of them made a decent amount from that. Some of them bought even more, but a decent number actually ended up selling it, which would definitely feel bad. Imagine everyone else in your class made a ton of money and you didn't. Not the way you want to be going. Dogecoin right now is continuing to climb though, up to 29.35. That 30-cent level is where we want to see Doge, because that is where it spiked the last time. We saw a huge leg up from that 30 cents area. XRP going up 18.96%. I think XRP is better than Cardano. And so I don't see any reason why Cardano should be ahead of XRP right now. Dogecoin has the community. XRP has some of the best technicals when it comes to crypto. Dogecoin getting better than that. XRP the community, or XRP the technicals, Dogecoin the community. Cardano has a little bit of the community, but not nearly enough to rival Dogecoin, and a little bit of the technicals, but not nearly enough, in my opinion, to rival XRP. So I don't really see a long-term value of Cardano. Despite that, a lot of people don't realize the truth here, and so it still may go up a decent amount, up 4%, up to 220. Ethereum, though, and Bitcoin still the top dogs by far. Both of them have a massive share of the market. BTC now under 45% again, which means it's less likely for the altcoins to go up. When you see Bitcoin above 45%, that's where really altcoins have had the most runs in the history there. Ethereum up to 19.1%. That's a big reason why, though, that it has not had as big of a share. So maybe we could even see that changing moving forward, but it's only a matter of time before, I guess, it eventually does. We're up to 1,951 viewers right now. Awesome to see. If you want to go down there and press the like button, that'll definitely help this video go out to more people. We do not normally get this many viewers this fast in only 6 minutes or 7 minutes of being live on a Saturday at 9:04. Pretty dang impressive. Everyone's showing up today because of the big news and Elon Musk continuing to show his support for Dogecoin. We always love to see that. Bitcoin, by the way, did take a decent sized drop today of approximately $2,000 in a matter of minutes, which was kind of scary to watch. I was watching that, and it's not that bad when you look at it in the 12-hour. I mean, it's not that bad when you look at it in the 1 week chart. It's just a small drop. It's not that bad when you look at the 1 month chart. You don't even see anything. In the last month, Bitcoin's been continuing to steadily go up. So that looks like nothing, even though it felt kind of big when you're watching it, because you wonder what's going to happen with it. And that's why, if you want to subscribe with notifications on, if we were to see that continue to fall, I would have tried to go on as fast as I possibly could and let you guys know what was happening there so we can stay up to date. This is what Dogecoin has been doing in the last month. Really, in the later half of the month is where we have seen Dogecoin starting to go up and maybe even be ready for a spike here as it continues to climb. Whenever we see energy like that building with Doge, where almost every single day we see a lot of people buying in, it's only a matter of time before all of that price energy just turns into a spike. And so that's what I'm expecting to happen. You can see here on the green candles, we saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles in a row with a Dogecoin chart. Another big week for Doge, following 1 week prior to the week prior to last one, or 2 weeks ago. Basically, we saw that same thing happening with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and even a 7th candle, even more on some charts. But this one's significantly better because all these candles are significantly bigger than the ones that we saw back then. And I would not be surprised at all to see a big breakout soon with Doge. Let me read a couple of these comments here. Doge to the moon, especially with Elon and Mark Cuban showing their higher level of support that they have not shown in the past month as much. Dude, it's going to $1 for sure. I think you're right about that, Alexander. I don't see any way Dogecoin doesn't go to $1. It's just something that kind of has to happen in a way. Someone said Doge 2024. There we go. A president we can all agree on. Dogecoin for president. The best laws, the best everything, the best currency. Dogecoin for president. Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, a lot of people are talking politics in the chat lately. I guess people are having that energy. It's been a while since we had an election. Maybe people are itching to talk some peace and politics. And even with that, we are seeing Wall Street being extremely bullish on stocks. The most bullish they've been in 2 decades. But that's actually probably a bad sign for stocks, because whenever we see that many people being bullish in terms of sentiment, it often leads to a drop. 56% of all recommendations on the S&P 500 firms listed as buys. So more than half of the S&P 500 is now being listed, according to the analyst, as something you should buy. Even though when you actually look at what stocks have been doing lately, you start to see a lot of sell signals in there. The inflation is one of the reasons why, though, that a lot of people are confident in stocks, not because the actual value will go up, but simply because the amount of dollars will go up. So it'll be worth more dollars, but it'll have the same value because of inflation. So that's kind of something to think about there. But this right here shows, so the last time they said in 2002, we also saw that similar number of more than 56% of analysts saying stocks are a buy, or more than analysts saying more than 56% of stocks are a buy in the S&P 500. You can see right there in 2002, it then went down after that, a decent amount before going up some and then going down again. So actually, they were wrong about that. It was not a smart idea to buy that many stocks in 2002. I think it's the same exact thing here. As we have seen a lot of big upward movement lately, there's a decent chance we will see a correction or maybe even potentially a crash of some sort here coming soon with stocks, which will be bad for crypto at first and then likely cause a spike as people start to look for other investments. So it'll cause a temporary little bump down and then a spike after. That's what I'm expecting to happen when the stock market does have a fall. If you're holding stocks, as long as you're holding the right ones, you probably will not even see that big of a fall. And if you plan to hold them longer than 10 years, it probably won't even matter anyway, because within the next 10 years, of course, they're going to almost certainly go up. That's what we have seen a constant trend of. So you don't have to worry too much if you're holding stocks. You don't have to sell immediately. You don't have to sell all of them, but do be cognizant of this, especially when you're looking at buying a new asset. You may want to look at crypto over stocks at this current point in time, and Dogecoin specifically is seeming to really have a lot of energy right now, which is very exciting. But anyway, I'm Matt Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I will see you in the next video.